Hi, welcome to the video number 4 on the digital electronics. In this session, we'll discuss about basic and universal gates, DTL gates in which OR and NOT, NAND gate and XOR gates. So these are the contents. First of all, let's see what is a logic gate. Logic gate is a digital circuit with one or more inputs but one output. It is a building block of the complex digital systems. We see three types of gates. One is the basic, two universal gates, third one other gates. First, let's see basic gates. So this is the symbol for AND gate, this is the symbol for OR gate and symbol for NOT gate. Now let's see what is AND gate. So if all inputs are in high state, the output is high, then it is said to be AND gate. So this is the logic circuit and this is the truth table. If both inputs are in high state, the output is in high state. If one of the inputs are in low state, then the output is in low state. You can observe, or you can do the mathematics here. 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into 0 is 0, 0 into 1 is 0, 0 into 0 is 0. So this is the expression for the AND gate. And we can also see the circuit. If this is on or this is closed, this is open, then the light is off. When both switches are closed, then only this light gets on. This is the equivalent circuit for this truth table. And here we'll see the OR gate in which either of the inputs are in high state, then the output will be in the high state. For this, the truth table is y is equal to a plus b. For this is the circuit symbol and this is the truth table. If A is 1 and B is 1, the output is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1, 0 plus 1 is 1, 0, 0, 0. So here, if either of the switches is closed, then the output is in high state. That means if this switch is closed, then it makes a complete path for the flow of current, then the light is on. If both are open, then it is 0. That means light is off. So here we can see the NOT gate. So this is the symbol for NOT gate and this is the truth table. If the input is in high state, the output is in low state. This is the equivalent circuit symbol. When it is on, when the switch is closed, this gets off. When this is open, this gets on, provided these should have been given power. Now we see the universal gates. Number 1 is NAND gate and another one is NOR gate. NAND gate is not AND gate and the circuit symbol for that is it is AND gate with NOT symbol. This is the bubble at the tip which is the symbol for the NAND gate. And here we have a OR gate with bubble, that is the symbol for NOR gate. First, let's see the NAND gate. The expression for the NAND gate, that is or not AND gate, is the NAND gate. Y is equal to E dot B bar. So now this is the circuit symbol, and when we splitted this one, this looks like this. This is AND with NOT. This is the truth table for this circuit. If either of the inputs are in low state, then the output is in high state. Now we see the NOR gate. The expression for NOR gate is Y is A plus B bar, or it can be read as Y is equal to A or B bar. It is not OR gate. The circuit symbol is like this. The circuit symbol is this one, and the truth table is this one. NOR gate is, for the NOR gate, if either of the inputs are in high state, the output is in low state. So these are called as the universal gates because we can construct any basic gate using this NAND gate or NOR gate. This is the OR gate with bubble, that is the NOR. When it is once again NOTed, that means inputs are shorted, once again it is NOTed, then its complement is given by Y is equal to A dot B. Previously we constructed OR gate, now we are constructing AND gate. So this is the NAND symbol. When these two leads are shorted, we will get the output as A dash, and when these two are shorted for B, we will get B dash. So these two are once again given input to the AND, then its complement is Y is equal to A plus B. This is AND gate. And in the other gates, we will see the exclusive OR gate. This is the symbolic representation for the exclusive OR gate or XOR gate. The output is given by Y is equal to A circled plus B. Y is equal to A bar B plus A B bar. This is the expression, that is, if both inputs are in the same state, then the output is in the low state. If either of the inputs are in high state or in different states, then the output is high. Let us see the PN junction diode. This is the PN junction diode. These poles are positive and negative. When we give the voltage in the same direction, it is said to be in the forward bias and acts like the closed switch. When the direction of voltage is changed, then it is in the reverse bias, acts like open switch. Diode transistor logic gates. The use of diodes rather than the resistor and capacitor makes the circuit more economical and low power dissipation. Hence, the diodes are used more. First, let us see the DTL AND gate. If B is equal to 1, then we are applying the voltage to the negative, then it will be in the reverse bias. Similarly, if A is equal to 1, then this diode D1 is also in the reverse bias. When these two diodes are in reverse bias, they won't conduct. Then this makes the complete path for the flow of current through base. Then the current or voltage comes in this way and reaches E. We get the output as 1 or high state. If A is equal to 0, then this diode is in forward bias. When this is in forward bias, this conducts. So it makes a complete path for the flow of current or voltage. Then there is no flow of current or voltage to the base. Then the complete path is not present, hence the output is 0. If both diodes are forward biased, that is A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0, then it makes a complete path for the flow of current or voltage. Then there is no current or voltage to the base. Then the voltage is not coming to the emitter, hence the output is 0. In the DTL OR gate, if E is equal to 1 and B is equal to 1, then both these diodes are in forward bias. When these diodes are in forward bias, there is a flow of current or voltage to the base. Then this makes a complete path for the flow of current or voltage. Then the output is 1. If B is equal to 0, then the current or voltage flows in this direction. Base current or voltage is present, then it makes a complete path for the flow of voltage or current. Then the output is present. Suppose if both diodes are in reverse bias, that is B is equal to 0, A is equal to 0, then both diodes will be in the reverse biased, and there is no base current, there is no complete path for the flow of voltage or current, then the output is 0. Similarly, we see the NAND gate. If A is equal to 0, then there is a flow of current or voltage to the base, then it makes a complete path for the flow of voltage or current. Then there is no current is coming in this direction, hence the output is 0. If this diode is in reverse biased, then there is no base current, then we can measure the output voltage which is present. AND gate, in which if B is equal to 1, then this diode is in, if B is equal to 1, that means we are applying the voltage to the negative direction of the diode, then it will be in the reverse bias. Similarly, diode D1 is also in the reverse bias, then they won't conduct. So this 5 volt that comes in this direction, and then there is a base current or voltage. This current or voltage makes a complete path for the flow of current or voltage, and then we won't get here the output. At least if one of the two diodes 0, that is in forward bias, then it makes a complete path for the flow of current or voltage, then there is no base current, so we will get the output here. There is no complete path for the flow of voltage or current, we will get the output in the high state. If both diodes are in the forward bias, it makes a complete path for the flow of voltage or current, then there is no base current, then we will measure the output at the collector. This is the DTL NOR gate. If B is equal to 1, then this diode is in forward bias. Similarly, A1 is also in the forward bias, then there is a base current, and then it makes a complete path for the flow of current or voltage. We cannot measure the output at C. If one of the two diodes is 0, then this diode is in reverse bias. So this base current is present due to the diode D2, hence it makes a complete path for the flow of current or voltage. Output is 0. If both diodes are in 0, that means reverse biased, no base current, then this makes the incomplete path, then we can measure the output at C. Here, if A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, then these two diodes are in forward bias, then this current or voltage comes up to the collector, then there is no base current, there is an incomplete path for the flow of current, so the output is 0. One of the inputs are in 0 position, that means forward bias. This makes the flow of base current to the transistor, then it makes a complete path for the travel of current or voltage, then the output is present. This is true for A is equal to 1 or B is equal to 0. Similarly, if B is equal to 0 and A is equal to 0, these two diodes are in reverse biased, then there is no flow of current or voltage to this one, the output is 0. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe for more videos and notifications.